Hi everyone, long time no see. Um, it has been so long since we posted a crafting reviews with HYRR, and I thought, why not do it? I have been reading a bunch of books and I'm super behind on all my video reviews, but I thought I would start getting back on it by cutting out bookmarks, which if you've seen my other videos about that, I have a thing where I send out 10 free bookmarks a month. You just have to send me a email at HYYRreviews@gmail.com and tell me 10 things you like. Otherwise, you get an assortment of whatever I have. And I just send you free bookmarks. Of course, they do have my little icon on it. If I know that you're putting them in a free library, I do send a little bit extra. But we're going to work on that while we talk about In Her Head by JLE. I want to triple check I didn't get dyslexic. So, this book. It has so much going on in such a small amount. I mean, it's a very thin book. So if you're looking for a light thriller, definitely worth it. I got it as a gift off of Amazon. One of the book clubs I'm in purchased it for me. Let's see here. It's pretty close in size to Ruby's book. There's no page numbers on that, so it's around 120 pages. I just dropped the bookmark in my trash can. So let's start cutting and telling you about this book. So basically it is a kidnapping thriller. There is Jade, who she wanted to stay in the small town. She works in a bookstore. She absolutely loves it, but her brother Jackson wanted to go see the world. So he tried to convince her to go with him. And she's like, no, you're the more outgoing one. This is your thing. If I go, I'm just going to bum you out. So she stayed behind, and Jackson got on a bus. Jackson goes missing. And Jade feels that the police are not actually doing what they need to find her twin. So she starts looking herself and starts digging in. And of course, the detective doesn't like that. The police officer doesn't like that. The main one's like, leave it alone. I've got this. And she's just like, yeah, that's why my brother's still missing 6 months later. So she ends up taking it upon herself to go and find him after she starts having these crazy dreams of him begging her for help. Well, as you can imagine, there's other issues. Things happen. And like pretty much any female in this kind of line of story, Jade ends up kidnapped. So I was really, really shocked about how it turned around so fast, because it really did go fast. Being a smaller book, that was expected. But it was like we had the issue, the build-up, and then suddenly she thinks she found her brother, and they're running for their life, and everything goes to HEL double hockey sticks. I gotta keep this kind of okay because it's on YouTube. So I do really like the fact that JLE actually had a conclusion in it. There was definitely a start, middle, and end. It made me kind of wonder if there was more, which there is more to this series. I know for sure there's a book 2. I cannot recall if there's more than that, though. With that being said, the detail was really good. The character makeup was believable. And the small townness was realistic. Except the restaurant thing, I have questions on the restaurant. I really do think they played a bigger part in this book than they are willing to admit. But, it's whatever. So this book got a 4 out of 10, or in other words, a 7 out of 10 from us. I really did like it, but it's not one of those that I'm going to read again unless I want to read it. I think that's just because of the fact that with it being a smaller book, it doesn't have the amount that I personally like in my thrillers. It wasn't bad. It was very well written. I liked the fact that it was a series. And I did love the conclusion or the ending to it. Because it was realistic. It actually could happen, which was something that I appreciated in this story. Now, given it was only half of a happy ending, so fair warning, if you're going into this thriller expecting a happy ending, you're only going to get half of it, which is better than some of the other thrillers, but still. I forgot to show you guys the ones that I've been cutting. I'm just grabbing away. This is apparently how we craft reviews. I don't show you what I'm crafting. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying out a new thing here. I actually started this book because I was redoing the craft room. So I'm like, let's start a thriller and get something going. I really did honestly like the book. I think the author did really well, and I was very pleased with it. It gave me what I needed at the time. And I definitely, when I want that kind of thing again, I will definitely reread it. So it's one of those where it's like, it got a good rating. It was well planned, kind of methodical. I liked the fact that they brought in dreams, which, dreams play a major part in a lot of things. And that they allowed the Jade to go and use her natural instincts in the story. And although there was a lot of discredit to her, which, if you have ever been unfortunate enough to have a missing family member, you'll understand the amount of people that will discredit something and say that you're reading into something and that you're looking for something that isn't there. Unfortunately, I am speaking from experience. I just did it again. Eyeballs. So to see that portrayed in a story, honestly, as bad as it sounds, I think that was my favorite part because it was done with such class and respect. I really liked it. I thought that was very professional. It definitely did add to the story. It did not take away or insult in any way, so I was very impressed with the way that was done. I know with the way my videos review sounds, it should have definitely been a higher rating than 7 out of 10 or 4 out of 5. But, it's just, I don't know. It was a really good book. It's just, it got that level for me for some reason. So if you guys can go prove me wrong and go check it out, I would be happy to know, and really honestly nosy enough to want to know, what you think of it. It is found on Amazon, but I will also be looking to see if I can add it to my Walmart store or my Linktree store, both of which, if I do, will be in the comments. So please make sure to go check it out. And if you go in there, please make sure to look at the other books because it's bad. Just so you have a close-up, because I love sharing the cover, especially this one. The design on it, it was beautiful. Honestly, I added it to my TBR shelf before even actually knowing what it was about. And then I'm like, I should probably find out what this book is about, seeing as how I just put it on my list. Which I really feel most of us go and put things on our list by doing that. Alright guys, we're just going to stay long enough for me to cut this last one. It's kind of cute. You could say I need you to just hang in there. And this is another reason the kids do not teach me how to edit my videos. Alright, thank you for joining. If you like my mayhem and my Get What You Get videos, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to go do another review, so make sure to check out the one above. Bye, guys.